Toot toot.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of Spelljammer, the yet-to-be-named Spelljammer stream, which might be just called Spelljammer.
Oops. Sorry.
That's okay. Episode 1, the Rock of Bral. So, we're playing with mostly new characters. We have one returning character. So let's have people go around and introduce their characters a little bit, and Timothy.
Hi, I am Storm of Stars. Some know me as the legendary Storm of Stars. I'm a Tabaxi Bard of Lore. I have been aligned strongly with the Sorens and with the Bar Crawl homebrewed Strike Team Beta crowd, and went off on a little recent jaunt into the Underdark and got really scared and decided to come back home and found something I hadn't seen before, which looked like a golden ticket. So it led me to a silver door, which led me here. Ever curious and bearing smiles and songs. Meow, man.
Cece, you want to tell us about your character?
Yeah. So I'm going to be playing Marley Tegeirian. She's a Shadarkai Druid of the Shepherd Circle of the Shepherd, however you say it. She's kind of been perpetually letting her family down her whole life, so she decided to pull a Mulan and disguise herself as her brother and run off. And she's been hanging out with moon elves for a while, learning their ways, and they decided, hey, we're gonna go to space. So she was like, cool, I'm gonna do that too. And they're going to space.
Sure. Sean.
Okay. My character is Professor Chimken Erdnuss. And my character comes from like a Victorian kind of world. And his parents were doctors and healers. They wanted me to be a doctor and a healer. But I got really into making home remedies. So I travel wild space selling all of my... I'm always looking for new ingredients to make new concoctions with. But I have made a list of things that I sell. So I wander space selling Professor Chimken's Chlorodyne, which cures stomach chills and influenza. Safeguard your health with Professor Chimken's Chlorodyne. And also Professor Chimken's Bloom of Youth. It will positively affect your complexion and skin. Beware of counterfeits. Only purchase Professor Chimken's Bloom of Youth. And I have many more. And I have, like, I'm an artificer. So I'm an artillerist. I should be an alchemist, but I'm an artillerist.
I like it better that you're not.
Yeah. So I can summon these little, like, things, constructs that do different things. Like, one will give you temporary hit points, one shoots force ballistas, and one is like a flamethrower. And I also have been able to, I can replicate magic items. So I made my own, like, crap sack version of a bag of holding, and sending stones, and a wand of magic detection, and all sorts of stuff you'll see. So that's my character.
Okay. And Marty.
Oh, yes. I'm Hester. Of Great Plains. You probably haven't heard of it. I'm not from around here.
And you're not the Hester some people might be familiar with from other streams.
Oh, no. I did spy. I did observe her from afar. Lovely woman, quite courageous. little backwater, but what are you going to do?
Sure. Okay. So, let's see. Marley. Talking to these elves, they have let you in on the secret that, hey, there's shit in space, and we're gonna go do it. Cool. And they say that they're going to go to their enclave on the moon, and that you are welcome to join them, though you will not be welcome into their enclave. It's like a military thing. But walking with the couple people who are leaving this area, you walk towards a moonlit lake, and floating on the water, you see a boat unlike anything you've ever seen before. It kind of looks like one of those water skimmer bugs with glowing gossamer wings, and it's just sitting there, and the elves climb aboard, gesture you on, and when you're ready, the ship glides across the water and then takes off into the sky and just flies until you think until inky blackness overtakes the sky.
Whoa.
And eventually you start to see the moon grow closer, and you are flying towards one of the tiers of Saloon, they're called. They're the fragments of the moon from some idiot tried to blow it up or something. I can't remember. But or the gods were mad. It's one of those two. And you're flying towards an asteroid where you can see a city has been built on top of it.
Cool.
Okay. Storm of Stars. In the mansion of Old Worm, kind of hanging out, you find this little curious ticket. And on it there is an address written, and stamped on it are like 2 different times of day. And kind of, you notice it, you keep coming back to it, because it's just, Hava has had this, and she never went to go there. And how could you? It's got 2 different times. It's really fancy looking, and it's really shiny. And maybe you'll just check. Maybe you could just check it out.
Mm-hmm.
So you head to that address. They take your ticket. A porter, little hat, little bellhop outfit, punches your ticket, takes your bags, and you walk onto this incredibly large, fancy boat. It's like it's the biggest boat you've ever seen, and it doesn't seem to have proper sails. It has nothing there. It's just like a big old boat with columns coming out of it, and eventually, much like Marley, this boat glides across the ocean and then takes off into the sky, far away from land, so that gawkers can't gawk. And you enter inky darkness and are greeted with a similar view of the Rock of Bral. Hester.
Yes.
You know that this ship is called the Ivory Finback, and it's what brought you to Toril. And you are heading back to the port of call, where you know you can go pretty much anywhere you need to, the Rock of Bral. You'll probably have to hire a different ship to go wherever you'd like to go next.
Yes.
And Chimken. You've been on the Rock of Bral for a bit now, trying to sell some wares and, getting a bit of the crosstalk, the cross trade, and people are people are just loving Chimken's chlorodyne. Several sailors have sworn that it's taken their stomach chills right off the table. They didn't even know they had stomach chills before they started taking this, but now they're gone.
Scourge of stomach chills.
And you kind of tend to hang out in the lower part of the low city, as it's called, just because that's where your customer base seems to be located. It's mostly sailors and other kind of workers, miners, that kind of thing. Okay. So, the Elven Skimmer and the Ivory Finback pull into a large, open skyport, spaceport. And they moor, and they start unloading passengers and people. And kind of as you guys are all variously looking about, you can see this massive city. It's the size of Waterdeep. Just floating in space. You can see space around you. And kind of looking around, you can see there's off in the distance there are some ships. They look like galleons, but floating through space that are breaking up icy asteroids and dropping them into a crater kind of towards the center of the asteroid. You can see someone has been loaded onto a catapult, and there is like a little sad fanfare of a trumpet as he is launched into space. I said I was sorry. So yeah, so Marley, the elves kind of look at you, grasp your shoulder, and say, you can go anywhere from here. If you ever need anything, there aren't many Shadarkai in space, but say a kind word to the elves and they'll help you. And they kind of pat you on the shoulder and they say, if you're looking for travel, many of the taverns host traveling captains that are willing to rent out their boats for indefinite periods. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, no. We seem to have lost the Catman.
Oh, there he comes. Hello.
There he is.
Okay. Nope.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Mhm.
I was looking at the wrong screen. Twitch is behind us still, so that's still messed up. Okay. So the elves kind of, again, grab your shoulder, do that like warrior salute, kind of grabbing your arm thing. And you can see them start to walk towards a heavily wooded area where two elven guards uncross their spears to let them in and then recross their spears.
I'll kind of just shoulder my pack, maybe just like pat my sword at my hip and kind of turn in the direction that they pointed me towards the taverns.
Okay. Hester, as you're kind of gathering your gear and walking off the boat, you start to see Storm of Stars, who I imagine is just kind of, as cats do, kind of just variously staring off and what's even to look at next. There's so much stuff going on. And he maybe seems like he's new here.
Yeah, agog and focusing on things.
Mhm.
And hello. Excuse me.
Oh. You talk.
I yes, I do. I do many things with my face. You'd be surprised. Talking among them. Are you from? Is anyone from here? What is this place? Do people live here?
Oh, no, not from here. This is a port of call. It's the Rock of Bral, I believe they call it.
Bral. Right.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
Yes. Well, I can show you about. I was here before.
I would be most appreciative. I bow low, doff my cap. I am at your service. I am the legendary Storm of Stars, a curious curio adrift in this Rock of Bral. And you are?
Oh, I'm the legendary Hester.
Oh,
Great Plains. You probably haven't heard of it.
Hester.
Yes.
You?
Yes?
Have we met?
I
No.
do not believe so.
Yeah, there's something. Maybe I've heard something.
Yes.
I've been already. I've been many places. And
Yes. No,
sorry,
I just have one of those names, I suppose.
Yeah, but there's something. I don't know. Anyway, where were you headed before I?
Oh, well, I'm looking to take a ship away from Toril, I want to say. My business here is complete, so I will be...
Toril. Where are you going?
Away
I've been there.
into the Phlogiston. Well, yes, shall we? She'll offer the crook of her arm. By the way, I am a halfling wizard. I didn't say that up front while I was being aloof. So...
Suddenly I see how big you are.
Yes.
Okay. And
Yes.
your staff. Okay.
Yes, when
great.
you bowed low, I thought you were just trying to get to my level, but I see now.
It was a perspective thing until now. The camera kind of shifts, and you can
Of
see
course
that.
I would. Of course I would come. I would, try and deal. I can do the all fours thing too. So I'm cool.
Hester steps off the crate that she was standing on.
I'd be happy to accompany you. Thank you.
Excellent.
What is the Phlogiston?
Phlogiston, yes. I can't say I understand all the science behind it, but it's flammable space juice, I think was how it was described to me.
That's about right.
Where? Where is it?
Yes, no smoking.
People
It's
drink it?
Well, it's beyond this. This is still just space.
But
And
there's
once we get beyond that,
fiery space juice.
fiery space juice.
Wow. Okay. I got to write this down.
Okay.
Thank you. Do you mind?
Can you walk in right? Like we're
I
in an
can.
sorting?
I can.
Excellent.
Well, is it crowded, Andy?
Yes, very crowded. And looking
Okay.
around,
All right.
you can see humans, halflings, gnomes, half-elves, elves, dwarves, the normal stuff. And then looking around further, you also see hippo-headed men and insect people and gorilla men and other different kinds of insect people, a shocking amount of insect people. Also, just floating around totally unharassed and not harassing anyone are beholders. And you can see several mind flayers are just minding their own business, chatting to humans.
Minding their business or mind flaying their business?
Minding their own business and not mind flaying anyone. If anything, you'd say they're being quite polite.
It can be quite shocking, can't it?
I guess it's a sure sliding scale.
I've never seen so many gnomes in one place.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
I've seen a lot of gnomes in one place. I was just recently in the Underdark, and it was a bloodbath. But I mean, we saved most of them anyway. Yeah, I think I still have some of my. Sorry.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it was. It's really why I came out to space. This is space, right? Space. That's what you call it.
almost there. Yes.
We're almost in space.
Well, depending. Yes. Yes. I suppose it's a matter of perspective. If you consider going to your moon like impressive, then yes.
Yes. I mean, I've been to other dimensions, planes of existence.
Oh, it's very similar. You'll get the hang of it.
Okay. Thank you. Your vote of confidence is making me feel good. Thank you. I feel inspired, empowered. Where are we going? Where were you going?
Well, here I'm going to look to charter a ship.
Oh, okay. Well, and like the one we came. I mean, I presume you came on one like I did.
This is a little shorter range. You're looking
Right.
for more of a galleon or
a half galleon, pintian. What is that? Accordion?
I'm
No?
sorry. We use the metric system where I come from, like all civilized space. Yes.
Wow.
I use more of an arcane system.
I see. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure the math makes sense to someone.
Math. Yeah. Gotta write that down. Okay. Great. So, are we near the? We're renting, or is it charter? You're gonna book on a ship.
Yes, but we'll go to. Someone will probably be hawking, or otherwise street corner vending. We'll go towards the away docks.
Perfect. Perfect.
Come with me, Storm. You'll be fine.
Oh, all right. I'll. Yeah. Got my eye out. So much to see.
Keep your hand on your gold pouch.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Chimken, you are heading into your favorite tavern, the Laughing Beholder. It's the best tavern here. You have sold. You're like a fixture at this bar now. You come in, Chimken. You can fill your regular orders here. And behind the bar is, of course, Large Luigi, the friendly beholder bartender.
Oh, no. Large Luigi. Okay.
Who serves drinks with his telekinetic eye. He doesn't have a disintegrate, or he doesn't have a death ray. He has a detect lies ray. So, but he kind of, as you walk in, he floats by, and he doesn't also speak. He talks telepathically, and he says, "How you doing, Chimken?"
Good day to you, sir. I will look around, looking for customers who look tense.
At that moment, walking into the bar is a very nervous and tense-looking dusk elf, or Shadarkai.
Oh. Female, right?
Yes.
I'll go through my satchel. Fix my hair, and then I will approach this Shadarkai. Mind if I'm a professor, and I'm a little concerned with what I'm seeing here, my good friend.
Oh. Okay. Hi. Hi? Hello? Hello?
I feel the need to write a prescription for you. Have you been feeling nervous? Are you suffering from dyspepsia? Dropsy?
Dropsy?
Recently? Not that I am aware of.
I haven't had dropsy in 200 years.
Have you suffered any of the symptoms of worm fever or colic?
And those symptoms are?
You'll have worms.
And a fever.
But don't worry. Professor Chimken Erdnuss's worm syrup is a safe and pleasant vermifuge. It removes worms and cures worm fever and colic. 1 gold. Quite a deal. A Rock of Bral special. Also, you look tense. Have you felt intense sensitivity in your most vulnerable appendages, well, suffer no longer. Professor Chimken's lightning gel is a stress reliever and nature's chief restorer. Used in the privacy of your own domicile, apply the lightning gel to your most sensitive appendages, and in no time you will feel a release and relaxation, types of which you've never felt before. Only 1 gold, a Rock of Bra special. I detect a wheezing in your breathing. Don't worry, Professor Chimken has asthma cigarettes. This cures asthma, foul breath, and canker sores.
They're the only
1
ones,
gold, a Rock of Bra special.
and they're the only ones that stimulate your T-zone.
Do things work the opposite in space?
You're new to wild space, is that correct?
I'm new to all of space.
Oh, well, this is the Rock of Bral in Asteroid City, one of the greatest cities in all of the crystal spheres.
Cool.
You look a little down. Here, have some of my patented coca talc, a stimulating invigorator that will give you mental acuity. 1 gold Rock of Bra special.
That's
Just gonna try and peer around him
That's-
like
just cocaine,
normal.
by the way.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Did I pick the wrong tavern? Should I back out slowly?
Well, looking around him, you do see a beholder, which might alarm you, but he seems very friendly. Hey, he reaches out
I'll
into
say-
your mind and says, as he is telekinetically washing a cup. And looking through the bar, you can see what you would describe as sailor types. They were broken up into little, you would say, crews. You can see something you've probably never seen before looking around this guy. There's a golem, roughly humanoid size, made of stone, wood, and metal, which you, the player, would probably recognize as a warforged, but Marley has probably never seen a warforged before. There's an older elf, a gnome, a hippo-headed man, and then a little circle of dwarves.
I'll say, forgive me, I did not mean to impose upon you. You're new to the city. Is there anything I can help you with? My name is Professor Chimken Erdnuss. A pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you also. I'm Marley. I guess, looking to go somewhere else.
Well, you've found just the right place if you want to go somewhere else. Here, let me get you a delicious drink. Large Luigi. Put it on my tab. What would you like, Marley?
Oh, what you got?
He'll say, bit of a crossroads here. We got anything you can imagine, pretty much. Kind of look behind him, and all of his eyes will look up at the top. And kind of looks at you, and he's like, nothing top shelf, I imagine. And he's like, I don't know, what do you feel like? Something from home? Something from Oith? Something from Kryn?
Yeah, that one.
Sure. And he'll telekinetically grab a little bottle and put it in front of you, and it says Lord Soth's Dark Ale. I don't know.
Very dark.
Don't cut yourself on that cup.
I will, I'll have my usual absinthe, thank you very much.
And he pulls out, he kind of floats from towards the top shelf, a very fancy looking decanter, and he'll pour out this just bright green liquor into a small glass for Chimken.
Over a sugared spoon, or
Over a sugared spoon. Yeah.
Always forget that sugared spoon, and he kind of
Wonderful.
dips the spoon
Thank
in
you.
sugar and hands it to you.
Large Luigi, thank you.
Oh,
So,
cheers, I guess.
cheers, Marley, to the Rock of Bral. And all the peregrination one could ever desire. Glub, glub, glub. I have a list of words I'm trying to use.
And when Chimken says to the Rock of Brawl, there's kind of a raucous to the Rock of Brawl.
To the Rock of Brawl.
Hester and Storm, this is about when you open to the door to hear a cheer of to the Rock of Brawl. And you see set before you a motley crew of sailors, adventurers, and a beholder.
yes, I know, working folk. It's fine. Everyone in their place. Hester is a hero to all people.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Would you? You've been very kind. May I acquire you a beverage?
Oh, yes. I'm sure it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's what they say. I don't know who they are, but
I've met some of
what
them.
would you like? You have.
Oh, no, they won't have that. They won't have that. It's a bit of a small city, you understand. But, yes, some sort of wine?
Red, white, green, blue.
Does it come in blue?
I'll ask.
Yes.
Do you have a tiered order of preference depending on what's available?
I shall have the blue wine.
And if they don't have blue wine, then
A whiskey.
all right. Neat or over rocks?
Oh, no, neat.
Neat. Good. Do you want a chaser? A back?
No.
Water? No?
No, thank you.
All right, fine. I'll be right back. Do you want to... all right. I approach the bar.
I look for a clean seat.
The beholder floats over to you. Sir.
Greetings. I would like a whiskey neat and oh no, I'm sorry. Do you have blue wine?
Yeah, fresh in from Glyph.
Ooh, okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right.
They seem to like it.
Depends on how you feel about Glyph.
I suppose. I'm new to Glyph. So, neophyte to Glyph. So, yes, may I have that, please? A glass suitable for an elegant lady type. And for myself, can I use catnip in here? Is that all right?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. May I have some absinthe?
Sure.
Right. I would just like it though, just with the sugared spoon, but no water, please. And is fire okay in here or no?
In here, yeah, you just gotta be real careful.
Oh well, if it just because of fabrics or in building codes or
well, building codes, and if you burn up the air supply with deliberate like arson or fireballs, I don't like that. But if you're just lighting a pipe, that's fine.
Oh, thank you. All right. So, but I can ignite my sugared cube.
Oh,
And
sure.
let it. All right. Thank you. That was really my point. All right. Well, and what do I owe you?
He'll say, first one's free, buddy.
Well, do you imbibe?
Yeah.
Well, please allow me to purchase one for you.
Sure.
By way of thanks.
Okay. He'll say, I like that blue stuff. And
Perfect.
pour himself a real big glass of the blue stuff.
All right. Well, what should I give you for that then, sir?
2 gold.
It is done. Thank you very much. I am Storm of the Stars. I am new to this place, and I'm grateful to meet someone so kind.
He'll kind of wiggle all his eye stalks at you, and he'll say, "Large Luigi," and he'll say, "Yeah, it's pretty obvious you're a bit green. If I can give you some free advice about life here on the rock and in space in general, mind your own business, and gold fixes everything. Except on Kryn, where it's steel. Don't worry about it. You'll figure it out."
Okay.
An economy that makes sense.
Done. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you. I go back with the drinks to Hester.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm with someone. Please don't touch me. Oh, excellent.
Here. So, he was very, very kind, actually.
Yes.
Do you know him? Do you come here often?
No,
I
I've
didn't
only
mean-
been the once, but you'll see a lot of their kind in out among the stars. Some say that's where they come from. Others dreamed themselves into existence, and it all sounds like nonsense.
The dreaming thing, that I could see that. That makes, right?
That's the one that makes sense to you?
Well, yeah. Clearly, it's a magical thing, correct?
That's not how magic works. But
to each their own. For me, magic is a song, a feeling, a fire stoked inside another, or a fist. Sometimes depends. It's something you make an arrangement with to achieve an end.
I see you. Never declared a major.
That's how I understand.
I understand.
Well, passive insight is.
One of those liberal arts wizards.
My ears flatten a little bit. My tail's like.
Well.
And where did you study?
Oh, well. You probably haven't heard of it.
I probably haven't, because you haven't said it.
Well done. Yes, I attended one of the floating academies out on the Broken Coast of Mirador.
And your area of focus?
Divination.
Mm.
Yes.
So did you know we were going to meet today?
Very clever. I do.
No, it's a sincere question. I'm just curious.
No, I must say you are quite a surprise.
Am I?
To the legendary Storm of Stars.
I just raised my absinthe. I put it out first so I don't burn my face. And
when Hester says,
"It's very good,
smooth." When Hester says to the legendary storm of stars, the rest of the bar cheers to the legendary storm of stars.
Oh,
Well,
Your-
thank you. Thank you.
Who the
your
hell?
legend precedes you.
Well, perhaps it doth. Perhaps it doth.
Sorry.
So, and who's in here with me? You said there's beholders and GIF and...
So there is one beholder behind the bar. There is a Shadarkai talking to a human. There is a one GIF who seems to be talking to a gnome. One older elf, 2 warforged, and a little conclave of dwarves.
Okay. Who's nearest us?
The 2 warforged are kind of sitting just a table over and kind of hushedly talking to each other.
Mm-hmm. What are they talking about? Can I tell? Or I'll try to listen.
Yeah, what's your give me your perception check.
Okay. What is that? Not so good. I got a 6.
Okay. Yeah,
Must be loud.
it's loud in the bar and you can't quite hear it, especially after the
Yes,
cheer. And it's kind of
Right. So, okay. Does anybody look friendly or interesting? I mean, there's...
Yeah, everyone looks friendly or interesting. You would say it's a
Okay.
if they don't look one, they look the other.
Right. Do you know anyone here, my lady?
No. Well, the Warforged, very noble people.
Warforged?
Yes.
Oh,
Such a sacrifice they've made. Let's see. There's gnomes.
yeah. But, I mean, you're describing what I see. I mean, do you know any of these
Oh,
things or people?
No. No.
Okay.
No, not really my part of town.
Okay. No, and there's this Shadarkai is talking to... Is he human?
Human, right? Chimken, you're human, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he seems very
And-
animated and enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you in
So I'm-
selling mode, Chimken, or...
I'm gonna turn to Chimken and go, so what, you sell like tonics and stuff? What's the deal?
Mhm. That's what I do.
So you just live on here and like sell tonics? Are you from here?
No, I'm from another world, but I travel the stars looking for ingredients for new tinctures. It's just a matter of time before I have my first bestseller.
Oh, so you
Then
don't
I
have
will
a
be
bestseller?
wealthy beyond all imaginings.
So how do you like pick out who to sell to? Is it just everyone, or
Look at a person, you figure out what's wrong with them, and then you try to fix it.
so? Let's say,
Like,
what about like that cat man over there? What's his deal?
the cat man might need something to make its fur more shiny.
Do you have something like that?
No. Also, cat
No.
hair gets
Of
everywhere.
course not.
Use something to either make it shed or make it not shed, or collect the hair in some kind of receptacle.
Do you have any of that?
No.
Okay, so nothing for Catman. What about the halfling next to them?
Okay. I have one These are all based on real life concoctions. I'm gonna start reading it. If you don't like it, we'll just strike it from the record. Okay. The
Okay.
real concoction. I will nervously pull out my female remedy.
What does it do?
Specially adapted to female constitutions. It's a system regulator, a blood purifier. It addresses female complaints. Is this a deleted scene? I ask you.
No, it's my new favorite.
Okay, all right. Just I wasn't sure.
Because it can be so many different things.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
It's
do they mean?
I
Oh, that's the best.
love it.
Oh.
So I'll just nervously hold it up.
We're getting
and
into some Kellogg's Brothers level of nonsense here, and I love
put it back in my breast pocket.
Oh my gosh.
You should try and sell it to her.
You think so? Okay. You think so? Really?
Yeah. I'll help.
Aha!
I'm.
All right.
I'm
Let
a
me drink the
female.
rest of my absinthe. Rug, dug, dug. Ah. All right. Then I'll take it like just a slight dusting of my coca talc to give myself a little extra mental acuity. Just a little placed under
this
the
is-
tongue does the trick. Yeah.
Yeah, you're really
You're
going.
so
Yeah,
stimulating.
you can totally do it.
All right. You go ahead. You start. I'm a little nervous about that.
All right.
Remedy. I've been struck before.
You can do this. I believe in you. Is there like an empty like seat at their table?
Yeah, they're sitting at a 4 top.
Cool. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna turn the chair around, and I'm just gonna like sit on the chair backwards. Be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Hello.
Hello.
What brings you here?
Well, I'm here to tell you about an exciting opportunity that's
Oh, no,
about
thank
to
you.
come. You're really gonna want to hear this.
What's this, some sort of pyramid scheme? No, thank you.
Yes, no. I've heard of it.
Do you? Well, I'm sorry. You appear to have us at a bit of a disadvantage. I'm the legendary Storm of Stars. This is my companion, the Lady Hester.
Oh, hi. I'm Marley. Hold out a hand to
Oh.
shake your hand.
Very nice to meet you,
Take your
Marley.
hand, both paws, gently, warmly.
I must tell you, if your plan involves me getting 2 of my friends to do anything, it's a non-starter.
Oh no,
I only have one friend.
it's nothing like that. There's just this guy that I met here because I'm new, and he like sells stuff, and I just kind of want to see him do it.
But
So can you
does
like,
he have
look
anything-
for a second?
Oh.
Are you in any danger?
No,
Blink twice. Yes.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Kind of like trying to build his confidence, you know. He kind of seems like really nervous
Oh.
about this one.
No problem. Sure.
Just
So-
like hear him out for a second, okay?
No problem.
Okay.
Should we go with you, or will he come to us? Or
He'll-
invite him over. Invite him over.
Can I
Hey.
ask something out of character real quick? Is Marley presenting, as I continue in character, is Marley presenting as male, or is it apparent
I have
she
that
is?
question.
So Marley is presenting as female, but can be very easily mistaken for a boy.
Okay,
so she's
someone did
very
that, but-
androgynous.
Okay, then Hester, we'll tell her, do not leave your drink unattended.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
As you look at her weird blue drink.
It's delicious.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
It was purchased for you by a stranger.
I don't. Can I give you?
Well, in for a penny.
Okay. okay. Live your best life, I guess. Hey, Chimken!
Oh, hello. Funny seeing you here. Oh, I'll look at the Hester. I hope you don't mind me saying so, but it would seem you're suffering from a number of maladies.
Excuse me,
Idiosyncrasy, circumlocution, bloating. Methinks the answer is yes to all three. Well, don't worry. This female remedy will do the trick, specifically adapted to your female constitution. It will purify your blood and regulate your system. It will address your female complaints, and none shall be the wiser. You'll be in a wonderful mood all 30 days of the month. 1 gold, Rock of Bral spec.
I would like to message my new friend Marley and ask her if is it important to you that I purchase this tincture?
What can it hurt?
I don't know, your dignity?
Sorry, you've already responded. I cast message again. I have a number of concerns, I suppose, but if it will boost your friend's confidence and address his male complaints, yes, I would love one.
Oh, wonderful.
I have so many female complaints.
Slide 1 gold, please.
Yes.
And I won't be sleeping in a closet tonight. Thank you, my dear.
I will hand over 1 gold, looking at Marley. Well, excellent. Thank you. I cannot wait to imbibe it. Do I ingest it?
Go ahead.
Oh, I do not currently have any female complaints. I will save it.
Pardon me, Professor? Is this efficacious for preventative? Sort of more of a Eastern rather than a Western approach, rather than reactive, proactive? I mean, would it not shore up the
I
constitution?
base it on my
immediately?
studies of lycanthropy and the cycles of... So
Really?
you'll find when the moons are full is when you will need it the most.
Don't drink that. Don't drink that.
We are on the moon after all. How would one tell?
Ooh, is it always full?
When you're on it, the moon is always full. Yes. And I'll slide Storm of Stars. You might need some of this mortician's powder, my friend. It allays all disagreeable odors. Slide 1 gold.
I resemble that remark. I do a sort of nonchalant hit check. Am I okay?
Andrew?
You're good now. I just know that in general, my experience with house cats is they tend to get
Excuse me?
a little stinky.
Oh, well, before this goes much further, I would like to cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
I have them. You don't have to cast a spell. I'll tell you I have thoughts.
I would like to point out this lets me
Jesus.
regain one of my first level spell slots because I'm a diviner. I'm going to start with the busker.
Okay, so...
Looking for surface level thoughts on Chimken.
My thoughts on Chimken?
No, first we're starting with Chimken's thoughts. Oh, don't worry, I'm doing everyone.
Oh,
I thought this was
I
going to be a
busted
fun exercise for
them
everyone
apart.
to tell me more about their character.
Oh, okay, I see.
So you want to know Chimken's surface thoughts? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
What are Chimken's surface thoughts? You seem like the Rock of Brawl equivalent of the YMCA, and how Chimken really doesn't want to stay there tonight. Get one more goal to get a good room at an inn, just for one night.
I will move to my new friend, the legendary Storm of Stars. What are his surface thoughts right now, other than being told that he smells and perhaps in quite a rile?
I just can't believe that I was called a house cat.
Yes, no, I understand.
Who is this guy? Is he trying to? I mean, really? He's trying to ingratiate himself to me by calling me a house cat? What am I going to buy if he calls me a house cat? First he tells me I smell, then he calls me a house cat. That's like, wow. Those are my surface thoughts.
And my more mysterious friend, Marley.
My thoughts would be, well, I mean, I wasn't looking for a bar fight, but like a bar fight in space would be pretty cool. I'm gonna
Space
see where
bar.
this goes.
I see. Well, this blue wine has been liquid. I am going to go to the bar. Can I get anyone anything that does not come in a suspiciously stoppered bottle?
I'm still I'm holding my absinthe glass.
I'll look at Storm of Stars. You look a little tense. Hold on, I've got something for that.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not tense.
I have like
I'm a
gloves
You know what I
with
mean?
like clockwork parts on them, and like things stick out of the tips. So I'll do like a little thing, and the little clockwork creature appears with like a syringe on the end of it. Don't worry. This is one of my inventions. I call it the Socializing. It will re-fortify your vessels. One quick injection and you will feel significantly more safe and powerful.
Excellent, Professor. Yes, you know what? I only have the two hands, and there are only so many beverages that I can hold. Why don't you come with me to the bar?
Well, hold on. I'm like, it's getting closer to Storm of Stars.
What,
Just hold out your arm. Right there.
I'm like doing the backing up thing.
No? Okay. All right. It stays for it'll be here for 10 minutes if you change it. Well, tell you what, I'll inject myself.
Okay, I don't
You're
know
gonna-
that necessary either.
Does that food? Are there kids around here?
I'll roll my arm up. Whatever. Children would greatly benefit from the Socializing, sir. They could play as roughly on the playground as they wish. Now then, inject. And I gain temporary hit points.
It works.
Let's see. I gain D8 plus 4 temporary hit points.
So you like right
5.
out? You like Hulk out a little bit, or what's the effect?
Oh.
An air of invigoration. I suppose.
Just, whoa.
Generally,
Yeah,
right.
gets better complexion, sprouts more chest hair.
Oh, I should have had you feel my muscle before and after. I'll do that next time.
Learning experience. Write that one down.
Didn't mean to threaten you with the Socializing. I have a number of artilleristic creations that I use to when I get into a bit of a pickle.
Right, the 8-man, come with me to the bar.
To the bar, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Large Luigi. He is quite large, isn't he?
The beholder floats over, and he looks at you, Hester, and he says, I've never seen anybody but mind flayers drink the blue stuff. Good on you.
Oh, it's awful. Is all wine this awful?
No, oh no.
I don't believe you. Whiskey, neat, like just in a dirty glass. I don't care. You there, Professor? Are you actually a professor? And please cut the shit. I can read your thoughts.
Am I actually a professor?
Yes.
I have always assumed if you profess to be something, then you indeed are a professor.
Oh, my God. Are you from money, or do you just pretend?
Oh no, I am from money. My parents are doctors, but they didn't like my choice in this revolutionary
Homeopathy.
of tinctures.
Dare
So-
contest them.
What can
Okay.
you do but go into space and follow your dreams?
Fewer words were never spoken. I'll give you that. You seem to have offended I don't know the word for them. I want to say it sounds like taxi. Anyway, you seem to have offended our taxi friend.
Oh dear.
And I would...
Should I
Have you-
pet the taxi?
I do not know the protocols. I've never met one. I've only heard of them. And I probably not, without permission.
I've only seen one from afar myself.
What
well-
a magnificent specimen!
Shouldn't he be wearing a collar?
Oh, I don't think. No, almost certainly not. I think that's where you're going wrong, my friend. Also, what do you think of female... You know what? This isn't about me right now. So I do believe he took some exception at the house cat remark.
Mm.
And I think perhaps walking that back and saying he's as virile as a lion. Do they have lions on tour? You spent any time
I have
on
a
tour?
cure for excessive virility. The tumescence tamer. Guaranteed to soften the most optimistic ardor.
My goodness, I am still. I've moved the target back to reading the professor's surface thoughts.
The real ad of the tumescence tamer was about using. This is real, apparently. Using a spoon, like if you have a erection that won't go away, you hit it with a spoon. So
That's it?
it's a liquid version of the tumescence tamer.
No, you eat dried, tasteless cornflakes. Everyone knows that. Does this otherwise landed gentry folk believe he's telling me the truth with detect thoughts active?
About
you-
what?
Do you believe that your items do the things you say? Or do you know that you are
A snake oil salesman.
a snake oil salesman?
No, I think they do. I think they do something, but they're not as strong as they could be, and I can't figure out why I can't make them stronger.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Then my next
'Cause
thought is
People
oh,
are polite and tell me, "Oh, it worked really great," and I'm like, "Another success," you know. No-
Mhm.
Mark it off the list.
And usually,
On to the next
I'm wrong in assessing what it is that's bothering them, so I cleared up an issue that didn't exist in the first place.
Okay. I believe we should bring our friend, the legendary Storm of Stars, another absinthe. What was your friend Marley drinking?
Was my friend Marley drinking? What did she get? I got absinthe, and she got Lord Soth's dark ale.
Yeah.
Lord Soth's dark ale was very, very dark and smoky. I could almost see two red eyes glowing in the glass.
Another round of all of that, except for
And
the
a
wine.
scent that caused yearning. Tremendous yearning. Forget Tiara.
Yeah, and Luigi will telekinetic float all of your drinks and a neat whiskey onto a little, onto the area in front of you. And
Bless you.
I'll go up to Storm Stars and be like, I worry that I've offended you, Catman. Please accept my most humble apologies. I am aghast at my own despotism.
I got an 11 on my insight check, so
I'm afraid I'm suffering from decrepitude myself.
I imagine that he actually has like a list of words that he keeps pulling out.
My despotism.
like checking it off at each iteration. Decrepitude done.
What are the day
Mom said I couldn't do it.
Yeah. What are the day calendars paying for itself?
Please pardon
right, exactly.
my temporary absence of decorum.
But of course, I'm here to make friends. I accept your apology. I realize that perhaps you were not aware of my people.
I thought you were a house cat magically transformed into a walking person. I've always suspected that dogs think they're going to grow into people. And so your appearance gave me hope, my friend. Your appearance gave me hope.
Sure.
Again it has happened. My own clandestine need for a dog turning into a person has caused me great effulgence.
Well, that's all sorted then, right? Everyone's friends. Here you are, Marley.
I intended nothing pernicious.
I got you one of these dark ales. It looks like drinking a turkey sandwich, but good for you.
Really hits the spot.
Sure.
Marley, am I correct in my assumption that perhaps you're from another plane of existence?
How'd you know?
I've never met. I've heard tales of Duskells. Is that?
Oh,
Okay.
I don't think you can just call people dusk.
I don't know. I'm asking. Hester, please.
We prefer Shadarkai.
Shadarkai. Okay, thank you. I will henceforth refer to you as Shadarkai. I myself am a Tabaxi.
Oh.
Oh, I knew I was close.
Yes.
I thought you said it was taxi.
Okay.
Mm?
Didn't you quite
sure.
out loud?
Sure. I'm a means to an end. Can I? What brings you here?
Oh, just traveling around. Well, I guess I should say I was traveling around with some people, but then they kind of went to their secret moon base, and I wasn't invited because I'm not one of them. I'm not a moon elf. You know how it goes. Elves. But anyway.
Don't get me started.
So, now I'm kind of here on the moon and looking to go somewhere else. I don't really care where. But...
this is all quite new to me. I'm probably of a mind similar to yours. This is fascinating.
Some really cool stuff here.
Absolutely.
I mean, look, there's big old behind the bar.
Oh, he's actually very kind.
I know.
He bought my first round. So I bought him a drink because, thank you is important. Anyway, Luigi,
Yeah.
Sir, we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. You resemble... Do you have family on Toral?
Are you talking to me or are you
I'm
talking?
talking to
Chimken.
to the professor.
No, I've never been to Toral.
You look...
Perhaps
Very
it's a
familiar.
doppelganger. Perhaps this doppelganger has used my reputation, making money off of my good name.
Well, it's not the name. It wasn't the name. Your face is familiar. I swear I've seen... I saw an armored knight wearing colors of red and gold. Is that a family thing for you? No? It looks very familiar. I don't know. Anyway.
Don't get offended, but catnip?
Yes.
No, never mind. I'm not going.
Would you like some?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to.
I have some here. I mean, I asked. I can smoke it. Would you like some?
No. Thank you.
I mean, really, why not share a peace pipe together? You offered me your, I don't know, injection.
Perhaps another time.
You offered me this needle. Just returning the favor.
Don't share needles, guys.
Perhaps it would serve a use in one of your manufacturers.
The catnip? Yes.
I'm not. A feline remedy
Mm-hmm.
does not mix with a human's forbearance.
What about all of
circulation?
All of his Tabaxi complaints.
I have none. I mean, really, Tabaxi, we're fine. We're perfect. Cats really should be ruling the world, and the only thing that holds them back is the lack of opposable thumbs. But hey, guess what?
Cats should be ruling the world, you say?
No, that's just a
Perhaps
philosophical argument.
My theory
it's been
was
actually
not
made by a human.
Yeah.
No, I'm not into the thumbist viewpoint. I'm just making a conversation. Anyway, I have no complaints. Tabaxi complaints is really just a long way of going around to say that.
I'm just gathering funds for Professor Chimken's Institute of Health. Okay, that's all. That's all that I'm
You're
doing.
fundraising?
Oh yes, of course. One day I'll build an institute.
Where?
Perhaps there'll be a wing named after you. Perhaps.
For
Where?
music
I don't.
therapy?
Probably here on the Rock of Bral.
Will this be a properly accredited university or more homeopathy?
It'll be it's going to be for studies.
Ooh.
For inquisitive minds.
More.
I'm all about curiosity.
I'm gonna go with option 2 on that one.
Well,
so what are you all doing here?
new friends. Yes, I intend to leave this crystal sphere. It seems at least two of you seek adventure, and
Yes.
Professor, are you content here on the Rock of Bral, in this kind of mid-level city?
I'm content with the Rock of Bral, but the gymnasium is wearing a little what's the I don't like the gymnasium.
The gymnasium.
There have been a lot of great moments tonight, but that might be my favorite.
I don't like it.
Yes. Especially, and we can say this right after the stream, but especially if you know what gymnasium means. Well,
This is
sorry
fine.
about the gymnasium.
Is that an element?
You might be thinking of gypsum, but
Maybe.
I have discovered that what I seek is not here. So I seek to go elsewhere. And loath as I am to admit it, usually it is better to approach these kinds of charters as a group. One passenger isn't worth it, and so you tend to get upcharged. However, several passengers are usually slightly more attractive to the kind of ship that would take us out into the Phlogiston.
What's that?
It's flammable space juice, dear.
Obviously.
Some say it's more of a gas. I don't know. I think it's more of a juice.
Have you been to this flammable space juice?
All right, ready?
I've been through.
The universe that we're in is in a giant crystal sphere, and it floats in a rainbow gas river known as the phlogiston. And in the phlogiston, if you light a torch, it will explode because the gases are highly flammable. But you will see other crystal spheres floating there as well, which we can go into and explore other universes where there are endless ingredients for future concoctions and money to be made. But there's also great danger. So,
Sounds like fun.
In agreement with our taxi friend.
it sounds like we're going to go on an expedition. An expedition.
And do we need to engage a pilot?
Yes. I have been told technically I could pilot one of these, but I don't have the expertise. So, I would seek an expert when available. And the reaches of wild space can be quite dangerous, and at least two of you seem quite capable.
But which two?
Yeah, which two?
I'll look at Marley and nod knowingly.
Fist bump him real quick.
No matter. So, if you would like to proceed, I think we should start to endeavor to find a ship before all the good ones are taken.
Oh, yeah.
And where would we be going?
Well,
What are we
there
doing?
two places we shouldn't go. One is Toro, and one is Mirador.
All right.
After that, I do not have many leads, I'm afraid.
What, may I ask, are you looking for?
Oh, you may not. Thank you.
But I have already.
Ah.
Actually, I mean, the May part was really a formality.
So
What are you looking for?
Something important to me, dear Storm, and we don't know each other quite well enough yet. But persevere, and perhaps.
P and P. Okay.
Sounds like a challenge. Like,
There's a bed. There's a bed, right?
Are you sleeping?
Yeah. Which word do you think means bed? Persevere?
No,
or
there's a bed on the ship for the professor. That's all I'm asking.
Oh.
At least one pillow, preferably two. And
Yes.
a blanket soft as silk.
Yes, it would not be at the YHCA.
And the door with a lock on it. So I don't need a knife under my pillow.
What's the YHCA?
Young Humanoids Christian Association.
It's fun to stay there.
Yes, yes.
Sound like
I've only heard good things. I'm not very welcome, I hear, for my female complaints. But
Oh boy.
People of the village quite enjoy staying there.
They're a good traveling bard company.
I've heard of them.
yes,
I have. I've heard of them.
yes,
They're made
they
up of people of all walks of life that come together.
Constables,
absolutely. They have a fighter, a bard,
archer.
Right.
a barbarian,
A builder.
a ranger.
And if we don't run into them later, I'm gonna be disappointed.
People of the village, can you write that down?
There's another adventure group already here.
Yes, the people of the village.
It's the people of the village.
Do any of you play instruments?
No, I think I have a land vehicle proficiency, which is quite fun.
Can you rev in time?
No, I also have artisan's tools, so no, I do not. No, I appreciate
Alright.
music.
Oh, well, I happen to be a musician, so
Oh, wonderful.
it's a matter of opinion, I suppose. We'll see.
Are you saying you're not any good?
I'm saying I'm legendary.
So you have. Well,
When do we leave?
oh, not soon enough, by my opinion, but whenever you are all prepared.
I think. I mean, what do we need? Any specific gear to go out into the reaches of Phlogiston?
Oh, well, you do have a phlogiston lung, don't you?
Oh, what?
A phlogiston lung. I find myself looking at the professor with kind of like half a smirk. Oh,
I don't have one of those. No.
oh well. I'm certain we can purchase you one.
Fantastic.
Yes. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm not very good at jokes. There are no such things.
Good one.
Thank you.
I
I was voted second runner-up for class clown.
Were you? and who?
Well, I understand I was in the conversation.
They don't publish those results, but I understand.
I have to ask. Were you homeschooled?
When you're an eighth child,
Oh, so
Things
second
get
runner-up had some
a little
placement. I
tight, but
understand. Okay.
I have gone to university.
Oh, where'd you go? You told me the outer.
Yes, one of the floating universities.
I attended a bardic college in Toril called DOS.
Oh, your safety school. That's very nice.
Wow.
No, it was very dangerous. Knowledge is a dangerous thing.
Oh. Take your word for it.
Oh.
So as you guys are sitting here, large Luigi kind of floats past your table, and he's like, "Can I get anybody anything?"
Mm.
No, thank you, but this was a lifesaver. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Point his eyes at you, and I don't know, click him.
Did we tip him? Did you tip him?
I'm looking around for his brother, Super Large Mario.
And he'll say, "You guys looking for? I heard you were looking for a captain."
Oh, yes, thank you so much for eavesdropping. Yes, we are.
That's my bar. I can do what I want.
Okay.
He'll say,
Right.
"There's a couple good options in here if you ask around." Just saying. And he'll kind of float away.
I look around at the company of this bar again. Does anyone look likely to spell jam?
Yeah, no, looking around, if you had to quick make a guess, the Warforged, the Gnome and the Gif, and the Old Elf are probably your best options.
Ooh, Old Elf.
Well, looking around, I only see that the Warforged are likely option. They're the only ones here.
But here, do you want me to hold you up so you can see?
Oh, no, thank you. Please don't.
Oh, all right.
Um,
Because I think there's the hippo man over there looks like he knows his way around.
yes, the one with the gnome.
Do I know any of these people, Andy?
Yeah, give me an insight check. Let's see if you've met any of them before.
19 plus something. Let's see. Insight. +1, so 20.
So you've met the gnome and the Gif before.
Mm-hmm.
You're friendly with them. They probably waved at you when you came in. You know the gnome has his own ship. The Gif is his first mate, and he has a giant space hamster back on the boat.
Ooh.
And
The hamster is giant?
yes,
As relative to hamsters?
as relative to hamsters, they are bear-sized.
Do they run around in a giant wheel, and is that how the ship is powered?
I would like to say
They can.
Marty is terribly interested in that duo. Hester, not so much.
And you have seen the Warforged in and out. You've probably never met them, but they're frequently here. The Old Elf is new.
I'll tell them the gnome over there has a ship. The Gif is his first mate. He's got a giant space hamster. So that means that if we're adrift and we need food, we've got the hamster. Hey, this is from the game. They call it spaham. That's what giant space hamster meat is. Spam.
And it is canonically quite tasty.
The elf is new, and the Warforged keeps to itself.
So less tasty options with the other groups. Is that what you're saying?
A noble people.
The old elf might. I'm just saying, just pointing this out. The old elf might croak, and we might get his stuff. Something to consider.
I was
Yes.
told if I needed help to ask elves.
Aha!
Well,
Okay. Do
I
you want to?
see only one option.
But the space hamster also sounds really cool.
Mhm.
Well,
Which?
why don't we assess availability and pricing and come back together to determine which we believe is the right option? I'll take the Warforged.
Oh, all right. I'll. Well, you know some of these people, yes? You know the gnome and his friend. Would you like to connect with them, perhaps
Sure.
on our behalf? All right.
All right.
And, Miss Marley, as a Shadarkai, I really want to step gracefully around this. I don't want to presume all elves do a thing, but you did say that you were told to ask elves, right? Am I safe here? Like, perhaps you should take the elf option.
Yeah.
Okay. And Storm, who would you like to? If you've never met a warforged,
Well,
I must say.
certainly. Will you accompany me on the Warforged?
Oh, of course.
embassy?
Always a delight to talk to the
Oh.
warforged.
Oh, fantastic. And they're right here, right? Right next to us?
Yes.
Okay.
Scooch chairs over. Kind of loudly.
Hi.
Okay. So Hester and Storm kind of loudly scrape their chairs. Chimken heads over to the gnome and the Gif, and Marley goes to talk to the elf. So Hester and Storm, the Warforged kind of turn up to look at you, and they kind of nod at you, and the one says, "Hey, my name's Pants. I mean, obviously, I'm not like a pair of pants. That's my name. And this is Dent." And the Warforged he gestures to is very appropriately named. He's all dented and dinged, and one of his eyes keeps flickering on and off, and he occasionally has to like smack the side of his head to turn it back on. And he just kind of nods at you.
I see. Pants and Dent. Very pleased to meet you. Thank you for your sacrifice.
I am Storm of Stars.
The legendary Storm of Stars.
Yes, that's me.
And I am the sometimes legendary Hester.
Oh, I thought you were always. It was the legendary is not.
Well, perhaps.
I'm feeling it.
I'm the Hester of Great Plains. You may have heard of it.
They'll kind of look at each other and kind of think for a second, and then maybe nod as if maybe that'll get us more money if we say yes.
Yes, no, I see. We're from Eberron. Okay.
There's no Hester there.
They don't know. They don't know about her. If there is,
there's a whole dragon blood thing that. No, thank you. Or dragon mark. Well, we understand that you two are in command of a vessel capable of spell jamming. It's a silly word.
Dent will kind of nod and say, "Yep, it's a good ship, strong. Have a small crew, but we make do."
What manner of vessel is it?
He'll say, it's like a schooner.
Yeah. I see. Does it have defensive capability? Should any Gith show up?
Any what?
Well, okay, mommy's talking.
I beg your pardon. I thought you said GIF.
Oh,
I
no.
know what GIF are.
No, not the
Excuse
hippo
me.
people. They're okay. They're a little weird. But no, the psychotic space pirates or very cool space monks, depending.
A medical based monk. Yeah.
Dent will nod and say, "Yo, we can defend ourselves."
And
Pants is no slouch in a fight.
great. So you know where we're going then, and you can tell them to see if they have the right price for us, right?
Oh yes. Do you have a predetermined destination?
They'll say, "No, we're in port. We're for hire wherever you got to go." Might have to get a map, but we can go wherever.
Of course. What are your rates? Not to be so base, but
they'll say 500 a week, half up front.
okay.
So you're based on time, not distance. Okay.
Well, you've given us much to consider. Allow me to discuss with my friends, but I have to say you are in the lead. Kind of loudly scrape chair back across. I am not going anywhere with trousers and dirt. That's a hard no for me. No.
What? Huh? They're very well. We'll see what our other
No,
friends.
pants is good in a scrape. No, I'm not. No.
You can hear Pants say, "Well, we're right here." Okay.
I was gonna say.
We're still deciding. You're
Don't worry
in the
about it.
lead.
Pants.
Okay.
One out of
Pants. I got you,
Pants-
Pants.
Does Pants even wear pants?
Pants is wearing pants. He's not wearing a shirt, however.
What's the? Does he have like spark plugs? Like no. Is he?
His best
Is
feature.
he drinking? What is he drinking? Do they have like?
They do not seem to be drinking. They seem to just be taking up a spot.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a place to get work.
They're
I'm
conducting
sure, right?
business,
So,
kind of thing. Yeah.
right.
No, I've dealt with Warforged before, and they were not.
Say,
I would rather go with it.
Are you speaking or just making noises?
Oh, yes, just making noises with my mouth out loud.
Also known as speaking.
If there's something behind it, yeah. I agree with you.
Okay.
Great.
So, Chimken, you approach the gnome and the gif, and you know the gnome's name is Alvar, and the gif is named Warminster.
So, Alvar and Warminster.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll greet them. So, you two have a ship, don't you? I may have some business for you.
Yeah.
But I need to know something. What's the bed situation like on the ship?
Alvar is sitting with like his legs crossed on top of the table, and he'll kind of swing them down and lean forward, and he say, "Yeah, we got beds.
Pillows, blankets, privacy, a porthole for me to look out into the wild space and think about the future, long for the past, yearn for greatness, contemplate inventions that will make me rich beyond my wildest imaginings."
Sure, kid.
How much would it cost per week? 100? 50?
He'll say 100 gold, and we want 10% of the profits.
100 gold and 10% of the
Is
profits.
this gnomish Han Solo?
Yes.
Fucking sweet.
I'm gonna look, make
He's
sure he
wearing a-
doesn't have like a
he's wearing a little
pistol
vest.
under the
He has a stripe running down his pants.
Yeah.
Right.
The vest bestows the title of Han Solo.
Boots
Does
up to
the
his
gift
knees.
go like, whoa?
The gif is just kind of
He's like this.
standing menacingly behind you.
Well, what's the name of your ship? What's the name of your ship?
The Centurion Hawk.
That. The Centurion Hawk.
Nice.
Ask him
Heard
if it's a
it
fast
maybe-
ship.
Yeah, is it a fast ship?
You haven't heard of the Centurion Hawk? Made the glyph run in less than 12 footlongs.
I didn't have a better joke. Mine was just going to be measurement of distance, but footlongs takes it.
Oh, didn't know that was possible.
And that's like hot dogs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to be clear.
All right. I'll consult with my associates.
Okay. And Marley, you approach this.
Wait,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
wait a minute. Is the giant space hamster Chewbacca then?
Yes.
Okay.
I just
GIF isn't?
the GIF isn't. I just wanted a GIF in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
GIF
is
Lando?
the GIF like I was gonna say? Yeah.
Yeah, the GIF
Yeah.
is probably Lando.
Oh,
Start working on your best Billy D
I'm
and
gonna-
or Donald Glover.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Really?
do that.
I will.
Also,
Well-
in a joke only Marty might get, his name is Warminster, which is a town in Pennsylvania, just as Warrington is a town in Pennsylvania from Dice Gamer Action. So,
Nice. I heard that it felt
They're
a little
adjacent.
Yeah,
akin.
they are next to each
Yeah.
other. Okay. So, Marley, you approach this old elvish woman, and you can see that she is wearing the vestments of a cleric, and you quickly deduce she is a cleric of Coralon. And then,
what? Sorry, you cut out.
Sorry, Coralon.
Okay.
And then, in addition, she has kind of a couple like military bars on her outfit.
Marty's new favorite.
And she'll, as you approach, she'll gesture at the empty chair next to her and smile at you.
I will awkwardly try and give what I assume is appropriate greeting for someone of her rank, and then kind of just like sit down, assuming I've done it wrong.
Okay. Okay.
Holy grandmother, what brings you to this part of space?
She'll say, "Oh, well, you know, just a former elven captain.
Former?
Yeah, retired, but they can force me to retire. They can't take away my ship.
So you still have a ship?
I do, for hire even.
Oh, really? Well, see, me and my new traveling companions, I'm new here, we're kind of looking around for a ship right now. Would you be up for carting the four of us around?
No, of course, dear.
Oh.
For a price.
Oh, of course. What is it rude to ask how much?
Of course not. She'll say, 1,000 gold a month, half up front.
This is a word problem you're creating for us.
I know.
Andy.
I know.
I love it.
I'm trying to give different options. And she'll say that, I can assure you my services are most worth it. Very defensible ship.
What kind of a ship is it?
She'll say it's a dragonfly.
That sounds cool. I mean, I heard that the people over there have like a space hamster, so that's also really cool. But like a dragonfly is also...
She'll say, well, I'm not the only crew. I do have a Drakon.
You have a what?
They're like dragon centaurs.
Oh.
Okay,
What
that's
are those called? What are they called?
Drakons.
Wow. That's right. Yeah, they're like dragonborn. Bottom half is like a brontosaurus.
Yeah, the bottom half's like a dinosaur, and then the top half's like a lizard man or a dragon.
Holy grandmother, may I ask your name?
Well, of course, dear. She'll say her name is Myron Denala. Captain.
Captain, of course. Well, thank you for this information.
Oh,
I have
of
to
course.
go and speak to my companions, of course, and we'll get back to you.
How much was her fee?
1,000 a month, 500 up front.
1,000 a month.
That's a better price than 500 a week from the droids.
Yeah,
So we have
but it's
R2D2,
less
Han
up
Solo,
front.
and Lando.
And they
we
also
have-
wanted half up front, right?
Yeah, but they want less up front.
Yeah.
Right. So it's 500 a week, 250 up front.
Yeah.
Am I reading that correctly?
Yes. Yeah.
And then the other one was 100 a day. Is that right?
It was 100 a week, but they want
week.
they want 10%
10%.
of what you're getting.
Well, I'm not profit driven myself, so that sounds like the best deal to me. It's the cheapest by far.
Yeah.
And the Warforged seemed capable.
Yeah. in your estimation, yes. Hester seemed to have a different opinion, but
Oh no!
One of them didn't
Trousers
seem
and
to
dirt
be more.
no,
One of
thank
them
you.
seemed to be more of a protocol droid than the other, or
Yeah.
just wondering.
they both seemed a little space piratey.
Okay, cool. All
And
right,
a schooner. Really?
big one. Yeah, what are the makes of the other 2 ships?
And we have a
dragonfly.
A dragonfly for the elf, and the gnome just said it was custom.
Oh, cool.
the Centurion Hawk, which made the glyph run in 12 foot longs or whatever.
That sounds impressive.
It's pretty amazing, actually. Yes.
I've eaten one. I could
Yes.
really only manage just one. So
No, the time it would take you to eat 12 foot longs is
right. I mean, and keeping it down.
yes. If you've seen a GIF eat, that's actually not that long a period of time, even though it's a measurement distance. It's actually.
I'm gonna watch this GIF from across the bar and see if
There's
I
a
can watch
really nerdy explanation for how it makes sense.
it. Okay. What's nerdy?
Oh, it's a GIF word,
Ooh, do you
Yeah.
speak GIF?
And then they dump your books.
and then they dump it.
Oh, huh.
Yes, it's GIF for dumper books.
I'm gonna write that down. Thank you. You've really been a big help so far. Thank you.
Of course, I do hope to be the people's champion, Hester. Great
What?
Plains.
The people's champion?
Couldn't hear you.
You just said that.
Doesn't sound familiar.
No, you can't lie to me.
The
Come
wa-
on.
The
What is
Warforged,
this?
the Warforged will lean over to your table and say, "No, she definitely said that.
She what?
Definitely said it."
She did say it, right?
Very helpful, Trousers. Thank you.
Thanks, pants.
His name is Pants. They're
Uh,
different than trousers. Trust
I
me.
don't. Yes, I don't
These are trousers.
want to embarrass anyone, but
He is Pants.
pants means under things, and I'm not calling him that.
Worms?
Is he walking around in his underwear? Sorry.
Do you have worms?
That'd be pretty amusing.
Oh, he's got something for that.
Whoa, did you say worms?
Oh no.
Are you addressing me?
I've got worm syrup. A safe, secure, and pleasant vermifuge.
I will show you my stool if
Worm?
pressed. All right. So
worm?
to exonerate myself. Exactly. Hands on the air. Okay. Anyway,
These are
Um,
chairs.
Show us his
I think
stool.
this is the GIF across the way there.
Whoa.
Yeah. Definitely.
Amazing.
GIF though.
That cape.
All
Okay,
right.
well- Hester, once we gather, because we're getting up against it, as we gather, Hester probably gravitates towards Myron. Marty is totally here for Alvar and Wormster. It's hard to say no. Plus, cheap up front, and yeah, we just give 10% of our treasure ongoing. I don't...
That sounds, and they look handy.
As a player, I'm not that gold focused and such, so it might, once we start divvying up magic items and they start wanting a cut, it might get a little more dicey, but
Yeah, and what if we don't come into items, or they're gonna kick us off of the ship?
well, yeah, no, they are shady AF. Worth noting, yes. Under cons, shady
You don't
AF.
think that guy has a heart of gold in there?
Maybe, but first he's going to like cart off his space cases of gold and be like,
we
"Come
have
on."
to pay him for.
Also, he's going to call us all kid like an excessive amount. We are like
Well.
4 years younger than you, Harrison.
This ain't like Dustin Crops, boy.
He might leave us, but when we need him most, he'll return yelling Yahoo!
That's
That's what I
that's also true. Yeah, the hero turn,
Yes.
the opposite of the heel turn. That's going to be pretty good.
Mhm.
And the way he can grumble
Yeah, but-
elderly advances. Again,
Yeah.
only 5 to 6 years older
Can
than
you
us.
see this right now? I mean, you said you're.
Yes. Oh, yes. I see into the future.
So are we destined to go with that guy?
And I see him saying, "Your problem, kid, is you keep asking permission." I think that's right.
He probably also owes money to a Nyogi or a Beholder or something.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Nyogi warlords are in our future with him.
Awesome.
Well, it does sound
But
attractive.
if we wear the vest, we become the solo.
Yeah, and then the hamster has to listen to you.
And then the hamster has to listen to you. It's actually very malleable in its loyalties. Food for thought.
I'm
I
Bon
vote
appetit.
for
always
the
hungry.
Centurion Hawk. I mean, who else has done the glyph run in under 12 foot long? Is it even possible? I don't think
Right?
It's not getting less
do they
funny. That's my
have-
favorite part about it.
Do they have the footlongs? Like, is that the food?
I'm not unfamiliar, but I'm not expert. What are dragonflies good at? How would we associate them? Are we in a firefly situation here? What are we?
Yeah, they're kind of like they're one of the workhorses of space. They are good customizable ships. You know, they can fit
Are
a
they
decent.
quick and hard to catch like a moth? Would you say?
I would say
or-
like a moth for sure.
Okay, great.
No, they tend to be a little smaller, more maneuverable, and they can be fitted with a decent amount of weapons. They're good passenger ships and kind of getting in and out, mostly undetected. They're not huge.
Okay. So we have big, possibly piratey. We have
Custom.
fast and kind of below the radar, but wanting a cut. And we have a captain who they can't take the sky from her, and
Her Dragon Centaur life mate. Yeah.
her Dragon Centaur life mate, which sounds adorable as hell.
Wow.
This
Really?
is tough as both player and character.
Then I did my job.
You did your job. Very well done.
Well, okay. How should we?
I'm just putting this out there as a fellow elf. If you get up close to her vestments, you can see she's worth the money.
Because she worships Coralon?
Oh no, she's got like military stuff.
Oh.
Is that what
Military
those
experience.
stripes mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but did any of them have anything to say about footlong? Because Centurion Hawk is my vote all the way.
You know what? I
Well-
bet you she could do it in 11-foot ones.
Out of character, but still in character. Let's cut to brass. What kind of adventure are we looking for here? And I'm telling you, I'm hard outing on those words. They are just space hillbillies. There's going to be just engine room moonshine and shenanigans.
Wow, this real mean?
No,
My feelings are.
I've met better Warforged. I really thought they were all. Anyway, so we have the Centurion Hawk. Hilarious Star Wars references every episode. We get a GIF and a gnome, and a bottomless comedy. The
And a
cheapest-
giant space hamster.
Yeah, the Chewbacca giant space hamster.
Oh, for sure.
How can we say no? I don't even see how that's possible.
Because that old elf woman has a story that I need to know personally.
And
But
she has a dragon centaur, man.
Well, but the giant space hamster probably has that thing wrapped around its, like Chewbacca wears.
Bandolier.
We're done.
And a space shotgun or something? Well, all right.
Yeah. He's got
Oh,
a
a
crossbow.
bowcaster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so back on.
And he probably celebrates Life Day,
Yeah, it's a non-copyrighted
Ooh,
infringement.
okay. Now the
With his
scale is tipping
increasingly
the other
creepier
way.
rel- Yes.
Life Day is stuff.
Oh, they are not handsome children.
Oh,
Lessons learned.
why are you watching?
All right, I think we're all leaning towards the bottomless font of Star Wars joke. For a reasonable price, we did
We're
not.
making a major decision as far as like the tone of the campaign right now.
We did not agree on starting gold, but I'm pretty sure we can for sure afford
you
them.
together you can afford all of them.
Okay.
So
It
let's
just-
hire all of them.
Oh, and now you guys have
Oh.
a fleet.
Bold move.
See?
Yes, we've started our armada.
Bum-ba-dum-bum.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure.
call them Hester's gang.
So
Well,
That's two now.
I'm voting Space Grandma I never had.
Okay, that's one vote for
Worth
Space Grandma.
considering. Space Grandma
Centurion
that
Hawk.
Marley never had is a strong.
It's a one vote for this the Centurion Hawk.
12 footlongs. That's what I vote. 12.
Okay, so that's 2 for Centurion.
That's 2.
So there's no possible, unless I vote.
Well,
for
you
the
could
Space
tie,
Elf,
yeah.
and then we have to have a tiebreaker.
Well, wait.
Oh wait. Okay, wait.
Soup voted for Space Grandma she never had. I
Right.
feel like that's 1 for 1 so far.
Yeah, Marty has not
Oh, I
cast a
thought you
final
were-
vote.
No, but
Oh.
I do admit shenanigans tempt me.
Sorry, I thought you had voted. I have to say that the Warforged are ruled out for me too. And I'm like, can I do 50-50 on my vote? No.
So then Marty has to just
I'm gonna
decide-
roll a die. I'm gonna roll a die.
Okay.
1 through 3. 1 through 3 is Gnome Solo, and 4 through 6 is Obi-Wan Mira.
Does the Centurion Hawk have that?
A Gnome Solo got the vote, so that's 3 out of 4, or 2
Is Marty
declared.
gonna do the same?
2 footlongs.
Now he's
1
right.
to 3. Oh shoot! I threw my dice. I'm just so frustrated. Okay, so 1 to 3 was Gnome
Gnome
Solo.
Solo, and 4 to 6 was
Obi-Wan, Elf Nobi.
Right. You got Obi-Wan.
Soup,
didn't
do you have a 12 Angry Men push for the Space Grandma you never had because I rolled a 2,
Oh,
which also leans towards
Gnome
Alvar and
Solo.
Warminster.
I'll write her, I guess.
Yeah, I say it with some disappointment. I was kind of hoping, but then we tie, and then there's also no solution there. So
Why don't we just
Like-
have her come with us?
Then you all have to make a pitch.
I have
Yes.
one of my I have a bunch of weird little devices, and one of them is a monocle that can project like a short movie or whatever. So like we could record that old lady if she has a message she needs to send to somebody. Like, you're my only hope. I could record that in my monocle and we could play it for somebody.
I can cast sending, so we can contact her later.
Mm.
I do hope that you'll return as an NPC at some point because I need to know her story personally. That's Marty speaking, even though it doesn't
When the
sound
crew of the Centurion Hawk inevitably betray us.
like. Oh, for sure. Yes,
yeah,
they
but-
are selling us.
Yeah, they dump you on some moon, and you have to
They
call her to
find-
come
Yeah,
get you.
He's gonna get frozen in carbonite anyway, so we'll have to go to the Nyogi's lair. And,
Yeah, but then Warminster becomes the new Han Solo because he puts on the vest,
Yes.
the tiny little gnome vest.
Oh.
and the
and-
hamster is gonna be our friend and stick with us.
Does the Warminster then sell out Gnome Solo?
Yes, he sells us to whatever the Gith version of Boba Fett is.
Boba Fett. Boba Fett where?
It's a Boba Fett.
Yes.
He wanted the Warforged.
Oh, right. I was thinking R2D2 C3PO, but yeah, Boba.
Well, we've called our shot. Our destiny is forged.
Okay.
It's going to be non-stop Star Wars jokes. Instead of non-stop Firefly jokes, let's be honest.
Okay, so you guys are going with Alvar Warminster, the giant space hamster whose name is Bubbles, aka Bubsy, and the Centurion Hawk, which made the Glith run in less than 12 footlongs.
I love it.
Is there any
Suck
way
it.
to get like her email address or something in case I need it?
You can send to her. Hester remembers her face.
Okay. Just
I
Now,
have it, dear.
sending is weird a little bit in space, but we'll talk about that later. Because if you're in the Phlogistan, you can't send out or in.
Oh.
There's a lot of spells that don't work in the Phlogistan because you can't. Anyway,
Like what?
luckily none of you are clerics because technically cleric spells do not work in the Phlogistan or outside of a sphere where your god is not worshipped.
Between spheres, yes.
Yeah. And if you show up to
So-
a sphere and they're like, "Who the hell's Tyr?" and you're like, "Well, I'm boned."
Whoops.
There are ways around that. There are ways around.
Before we end the stream,
yes,
Andy and let's say Soup, could you both roll a dice?
just what die?
A 20?
A 20-sided dice,
sure.
yes, please. What did each of you get?
A 2.
I got a 3.
Okay. Haha, you're boned. CC, you rolled a 15, and Andy, you rolled a 4.
You did it.
You played yourself, and I got to use my divination ability. Thank you very much. It's going to be lost on my next rest anyway, so I did it.
I'm going to give you inspiration for that.
Why, thank you very much. Also, none of you can roll ones.
Ooh, that's very handy.
I would be a complete failure.
It
My
was
parents
stated
will
in the
finally
0
recognize
episode, but
me.
not stated in this one. I hate DMs and dice.
You're a diceomancer.
I am a diceomancer.
Okay.
Maybe my parents will
A
finally love me.
problem answer.
Outros and plugs. Timothy.
I want to plug the Dice Camera Zine project that's coming out to benefit the Child's Play Network. It was the thing that brought many of us together. It's finally coming out. Things look good, so I'll plug that. Yeah, that's all I'll say. I'm plugging the Phlogiston, plugging Space Jam, digging it. So, hooray.
Cece.
Hi, it's your girl, aka Soupsica on the Twitters and the Instagrams. I have been putting out a lot of our character portraits. I still need to post Sean's over there, but I'll probably do that tomorrow or something. I'll also be putting up information about what I'm going to be doing this weekend, which is more space-related things. Because Saturday is May the 4th be with you, so I'm going to be doing stuff at Free Comic Book Day. If you have a local comic shop, go and partake in your free comics. And then if you're in the southern Indiana area, you should come to Evansville and check out our live art event. There's more information on my Instagram and Facebook. Or, not Facebook, Twitter. Aha.
Sean.
Hey, do you like dice camera action? I know you probably do. On Waffle Talk, we'll be talking about it. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? We'll be talking about it tomorrow at 7 p.m. on Power Score RPG. And also, if you like Spelljammer, Dungeon Academy every Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern on my channel, Power Score RPG. The group is actually also in space right now. They're actually... Originally, I was going to have the fourth piece of the Rod of Seven Parts be on the Rock of Brawl, but then Andy mentioned using the Rock of Brawl on this show, and because I don't really know much about it, I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to use it on mine, so that way it'll all be fresh for this. And so instead, I have the fourth piece of the Rod of Seven Parts on the Spelljammer, which is like this huge manta ray with a city on the back. There's a whole box set about it. So that's what we'll be doing on Sunday.
Awesome.
Cool.
And Marty.
Oh, hey, it's your girl, Marty, back at it. Another stream, another Spelljamming challenge. I can probably do the glyph run in 11.5 foot longs. Yeah, I don't have much of a plug except for D&D and friendship, so look it up, nerds.
I'm Andy Hatton at Andy Hatton on Twitter. Dread Domain Keldon is on sale from the Giant DMs Guild thing sale, so go check that out. It's a Christmas Carol, but Ravenloft. We still need a name for the show. Everybody think about that.
Centurion Hawk, obviously.
Centurion Hawk,
just call it the Centurion Hawk. Next
12 foot longs.
12. I don't know about that one. Next week, Monday is Stars Without Number. Wednesday is Task Force Unlikely, and they just had to deal with a certain Arcanoloth from a certain city of doors, and
Who seemed real chill.
they got out of it just fine. Only one
A real
player
cool
had
hangout.
Only one player had to give up their blood. So yeah, that's that. It's gonna be great. Lots of great stuff coming. Have a good night, everybody.
Exciting future. Jetpack future.
Space.